Today, I will give you the 5 habits that most people consider ridiculous, but which are exactly the secret of those who build real wealth anywhere in the world. I know that right off the bat, you might think, oh, that must be an exaggeration, or that is just luck. It is not for me. It is normal to have this hesitation. It is a defense of our mind to not admit that there is a method that we do not use yet, but the truth is that the world is changing too fast. Whoever stays stuck in the common mindset will be left behind right now, while the minority advances. And I am not saying this just for the sake of it. I talk to high net worth individuals every day, and I guarantee you there is a clear pattern. It is not magic, it is method. If you want to stop walking sideways and understand how the game works, pay attention to what comes next. Before I reveal these secrets to you, I want to make a quick challenge. Pause this video right now and write down below. For you, getting rich nowadays is luck or is method? Comment with sincerity, because I want to see if your opinion will change by the end of this video. Let's start with the first point, which is perhaps the easiest to see: not caring about the opinion of others. Most people live trapped, worried about what friends or acquaintances will think. Life ends up being guided by what others say. It is that purchase of the expensive car, paid in several installments just to show the neighbor that you are doing well, or buying the newest cell phone in installments just to not seem outdated in the school or work group. Even choosing where to eat. The person prefers a beautiful place to take a photo than a place with good food. It is living acting for an audience that does not even care about you. Now, look how the super rich act. Their game is different. Their focus is to be free, not to look rich. A real example is that of the creator of IKEA, a giant furniture store in Europe. He had money to buy whatever he wanted, but drove the same old car, year 1993, for decades, and traveled in the economy class of the airplane. It was not because he was stingy. It was because status did not rule his life. In the United States, there is Warren Buffett, one of the greatest investors in history. He lives in the same house he bought in 1958 and eats breakfast at a simple diner, spending less than $4. If they want to eat something simple or use an old car, they do it without thinking twice. The lesson is, whoever has real money does not need to prove anything to anyone. Money stays with those who are not afraid of the judgment of others. This leads us to the second point, which separates mindsets a lot: strategy games like chess and poker. Many people think this is just a pastime, or in the case of poker, view it with prejudice. But for those at the financial top, this is training for the mind. These games teach logic, patience, and emotional control when the pressure is high. See the case of Peter Thiel there in Silicon Valley, who helped create PayPal and was one of the first to invest in Facebook. He's a chess master and uses the tactics of the game in business, especially to create new things without having to fight with the competition. In Wall Street, the financial center of the United States, there are investors like David Einhorn who play poker professionally. He does not play for fun, but to train risk management. Knowing when to bet high when the chance of winning is good, and most importantly, knowing when to stop when he's not sure what is happening. Most people forget that life is not a game of luck, but a game of strategy. The rich person was not born knowing this. He trains the brain to think like this. And speaking of strategy and making the right move, take advantage that you have already understood that life is not luck and make your smart move now. Leave the like and leave the hype. Show the algorithm that just like the great players, you also play to win and know how to recognize a good knowledge opportunity. The third point is the one people complain about the most: having a disciplined routine. It is common to hear, wow, what a boring life, or what an obsession. But when you look at the history of those who built a fortune from scratch, discipline always beats momentary excitement. Look at Asia, for example. Jack Ma, founder of Alibaba in China, always defended working with total focus while building the company. In the United States, the head of Apple, Tim Cook, is known for waking up every day at 3 hours and 45 minutes in the morning. He does not do this because someone forces him, but because he wants to have total control of his day before problems start to appear. In Europe, The player Cristiano Ronaldo is another example. What many call sacrifice, he sees as the necessary price to be the best in the world. For those with a rich mindset, discipline is not a prison. It is the tool that guarantees freedom in the future. The consistency of doing what needs to be done, whether wanting to or not, is what brings great results. In the fourth point, let's talk about how to make decisions. There is a giant difference between deciding with emotion and deciding with reason. Most people make important decisions in life, like career or expensive purchases based on fear, neediness, or the desire to please others. And mixing sentiment with money almost always goes wrong. The rich person, on the other hand, tries to be practical and direct. Ray Dalio, owner of a giant investment company in the United States, uses what he calls radical transparency. Decisions there are based on logic. If something or someone does not work, the decision is technical, without drama. Here in Latin America and all over the world, the 3G Capital Group is famous for this. They do not keep a cost or a project just for friendship. If it does not bring a return on investment, they cut it. The question most people ask is, what am I feeling about this? The question that brings wealth is, does this make sense for my long-term goal? This small change of perspective makes all the difference in the bank account. Finally, the fifth point is investing in knowledge. It is incredible how many people think that a course, mentorship, or consultancy is a scam or wasted spending. The result of this is that the person stops in time, learns nothing new. Meanwhile, those who understand the money game know that paying to learn is the cheapest way to buy time. In the United States, there is a charity event where people pay millions of dollars just to have lunch with Warren Buffett. They are not paying for the food. They are paying to listen to the wisdom of someone who is decades ahead. Another example is groups of entrepreneurs, like those of Tony Robbins, where people pay more than $85 per year to participate. The value is not just in the class, but in being close to people who play at a higher level. The thinking is simple. If I can pay to learn from someone who has already made the mistakes and discovered the right path, I saved 10 years of my life. It is curious that many people find it absurd to invest in training that can improve their career, but find it perfectly normal to pay a fortune for a latest generation cell phone that will be worth less next year. Priorities show where the person wants to go. Whoever does not invest to learn new things ends up condemned to repeat the same life forever. In the end, it all comes down to choices. These habits may seem rigid or strange at first, but the results they bring all over the world are real. It is up to each one to decide which mindset makes more sense for the reality they wish to build. Of these 5 habits that the world calls madness, which one was the strongest punch in the stomach for you? Is it the part about ignoring the opinion of others or the discipline of waking up early? Tell me here in the comments which habit is the hardest to swallow. I want to know where the shoe pinches for you. If your choice is to build this reality of success and not stay in the average, seal this commitment now. Leave the like and leave the hype. This is the only attitude that costs you nothing, but puts you on the frequency of those who want to evolve today.
Nelle sole sul gossip che muoversi